Hi folks, it's Maureen Stitch-O-Matic and welcome back to my floss tube channel. It's a channel all about cross stitching. So if you don't know me, I'm Maureen. I live in South West Scotland and I like to stitch lots of things, lots and lots of things. So welcome if you've been here before, hello if you've not. So today we're getting, I thought it was the middle of May and I've actually realized we're getting to the end of May. So I'm showing what I did in April, obviously, and then yeah, I'll show what I did in April and explain. Just yeah, go with that. Let's just go with that just now. Maybe show some stuff from May, but it's pretty much all the same stuff. So at the beginning of the year, I had decided I had I'd split all I've got about 50 WIPs, I split them all into like categories, and I worked on like the oldest out of each category. I picked about 6 for each category, and I was going to change them up every month, just randomly pick one from each category every month. Did that for the first 3 months. And then when I got to April, I'm like, it's starting to get a bit of a drag to have to start changing everything out every month. So in April and May, I've just kept going with the ones that had been called for April, and I'm just going to keep working on them until I'm either finished or fed up, because there was a couple of smalls that are close to finish, and I'm like, okay, let's just get these done and get it out of the way. So what I've been doing in May is just sorry, it's my dog's bone. Just working like on each piece, I'm working like 500 stitches and then like swapping it out. And that way I find, I was doing like 1,000 I think to start with on each product, and then I was like, I find 500, it's just enough, it's just enough. You get a little bit of progress and then you don't get bored. And then I've got my big focus piece, so I do 500 in my focus, 500 in another one, 500 in my focus, etc, etc. And I'm quite liking that groove. It's just handy, I can just pick up, everything's still there, don't have to fanny about every month changing things about. I have a little box that I sit next to me with small projects, so I'm just gonna do that. I was getting a bit overwhelmed. Life has just been overwhelming. Not like my life, just work life is like busy. It's short staffed as usual, just busy. I need to get to my zen place. All last week at work, I was like, just don't talk to me, get into my zen place before I lose my fucking shit. I get to a zen place. It's the same with stitching, so I'm like, no, I need to just keep this here, not here, here. So yeah, that's the plan. Sorry, apologies so much. I swear, I'm sorry. Not sorry. Right. So, sorry for this is all over me. Right, so first up I'm going to show you is my Cartographica XL charted by Tilton Crafts. My dog will stop licking it. And this is my focus piece forever and ever. So my plan is I'm up to, last year I got to the end to 30%, this year I plan to get to 40%, I plan to do 10% this year. So God knows where I was last time. Probably somewhere, I think I was somewhere in here, somewhere in the depths of Europe. Which was quite, that was quite a drag. It was a lot of and everything like that. I do apologize for banging. Sorry. So April and May we have started to come over. We're in Russia. We've done all Scandinavia now, all Europe. We're heading into the big vastness that is Russia, because I think it kind of runs out. So yeah, that bit there is the, oh, I can't show you. Yeah, it comes down like that. It's like a big circle, you know what I mean? So this bit all over here, sorry, I'm trying to talk, be heard, as like more picture stuff in the map. So I'm just working my way down. I'm just working in like the threads. What I'm doing is just like working in the part threads and then working the unpart threads, etc, etc, and that seems to keep it going. A nice little, I can do kind of a blocks of 10. Sometimes I'll spread out a bit more, just depends what's going on with the colours. So So that is my Cartographica XL by Tilton. So obviously I work on that every month. So I'll show that again. I think what I'll do is I'll do this plus tube and then I'll do one probably at the end of June, which means I've just missed it. Right, I'm back. For you, nothing's happened, but for me, I did that earlier this morning, and I've been up and had a shower, sorted myself out, and taken the dog out for a walk. It's a beautiful day. It started off really cloudy, and then the sun came out just before I took it on the beach. And then it started to get quite busy because it's a weekend, so you get half of Glasgow descending on Air Beach. So it was like, okay, time to come home. So I thought I will quickly carry on with this. I need to go out and cut my grass and do all that kind of thing. So I've shown you my Cartographica, so I've done that. Let me see what else. I've picked up another couple of pieces that I worked on. Right, this is my Tags Island, which I did on a picked pat. It's a painting by somebody. So one of these days I'm going to find out who this painting is by. I cannot remember. It's an English painter. I can't remember who it is. But it's this one. Lots of greens. Tags Island. I think it's an island on the Thames, if I'm not mistaken. I just like that whole kind of 20s vibe kind of thing going on. Right. So I did this for I think it was Full Coverage Fanatics, their monthly piece. I think it was maybe one with the most colours. So I've worked in here. Obviously, you'll be able to tell that. I've been working on this, it seems like forever, and I'm like, I still have no idea what's going on. I think this is like, there's a man sitting here. No, it's a chair. The chair, the man. Yeah. Because I started at the bottom because the material is just not quite big enough. So I'm just chopping off a couple of trees at the top. But yeah, so that's what I did. I did like 500 stitches on that. One day, hopefully, so I might be able to go, wow, actually, I can see what's going on in that. Because at the moment, it's like, I'm just going with this. I'm going with it and hoping that it comes out okay. And then I'm just showing you, I just grabbed these pieces. And then randomly, this is a little bit of haul I had. I was talking about this yesterday, actually. I was at a stitching day with some friends. And I was like, oh yeah, I just bought a Raven one the other day. And Palster was going, oh yeah, I've got Evermore by last year. And I'm like, oh yeah, maybe that's it. I was buying fabric from 123 Stitch to restart my Quaker flag on, which I haven't got around to doing that. And then about this, then I just thought, and this just popped on. I was like, you know something, I like it. We always have lots of crows and everything in the back garden, so we hear them every day. So I thought, you know something, I'm not quite sure what the difference between a raven and a crow. A raven's bigger, crows are smaller. And what's a jackdaw? And then you get magpies. But yeah, we have a lot of them in the back garden. So yeah, and then I worked on, this was my monthly full coverage piece, which was my Heaven and Earth Charted Labyrinthine Summer. I worked on Stephanie Law, their Story Keeps. And guess what? There's 4 of them. So I'm just doing them all in one piece. So I'm pretty sure. Yes, I worked on spring before, so I was working on summer, and I added in 1,000 stitches. Actually, I added in 900 stitches to that because I think it brought it up to an even 1,000 mark. Which is another good way of doing the 500s and that, and it's dead easy to keep track of your stitching because I'm just like, I just stitch until it's like 500. So yeah, so I just filled in some more. My aim is to get to like 50% on all of these for this year. And I think the spring and the summer I've done there. They're kind of like, kind of late 30%. They're not huge. That's a 10 stitch one. My Cartographica is 10 stitch. But I've now started going back to doing 1/1. Right. Pause a sec. Okay. Now, this one was a new start in April because it was the one new start I'd kept on my wee list. And I am just loving it. This is Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Squirrels. I saw this in a couple other people's blog strips, and I was just like, oh my god, I love that. That's so cool. And I'm stitching it on. It is Silvermoon or Alabaster, Silvermoon in brackets Alabaster Newcastle linen. It's 40 count. I bought that from 123 Stitch for the last year. And I've used 40 count once before, and I think it was quite a kind of a see-through one. I was like, not sure. And then I started working on this one. And this is lovely. It's just lovely. It's really, you know, I mean, look at it. It's a very substantial feeling. So yeah, I'm just stitching 1/2. And it calls for Valdani threads, and it does in the pattern, oh, you know, you can use DMC, but it won't be as nice as the Valdani. And I'm like, yeah, well, my bank account won't be as nice if I use the Valdani threads. So, guess what? I'm using DMC, and they're probably not even DMC. They're probably CXC, because that's what I use now. And to me, you know something? It's still flipping lovely. So this is the middle, the top middle. And then I've just got these bits to fill in, because I thought I'd been smart and I'd like last year kitted it up and made sure I had all the threads for it, and then somehow I missed one of them, which is the bits in the middle. So I'm waiting on that coming in. But yeah, and this was what kind of spurred me on to be like, I don't want to put this away. I'm really liking this. So I'm just gonna keep it out. I think with this I'm gonna do one page, which is like, I think it's like 3 pages wide, maybe 4 pages long. So I'm just going to do the 1 page in the middle. I'll do a page and then I'll swap it out for something else. But yeah, that's so, that literally was like, I don't want to put this away. It's just such a pleasure to stitch on. So that was that. Oh, right. And then my fancy lady for April was my Mirabilila Princess and the Pea. I know it's called Sleeping Princess, but to me, that's Princess and the Pea. Ain't no Sleeping Princess. So yeah. So I always refer to it as Princess and the Pea. So I've worked on that in April, and I have actually I was working on it yesterday as well. So, because I say I have 4 Mirabilias that I'm working on, none of which are very much progress. So I want to kind of keep them out for a little bit and actually get some progress. So this is just the middle. This is the beginning of the mattress. These are some, I've been waiting on some crayon coming through. That's where some beads of that are going. So maybe that's, I quite like kind of working across, just making sure it fits. I'm pretty sure it does fit. But I'll maybe start working in this away and fill that in. And then kind of go up and down. This is some sparkly fabric. Gorgeous sparkly fabric. Again, beautiful to work on. I think it was just a fabric of the month, but quite frankly, just pick any sparkly fabric. They're all gorgeous. It wouldn't matter what you put stitched on it. Just shove it on there and they all look lovely and stitch beautifully. So let's say I'm going to keep my little Sleeping Princess out, maybe do another month or 2, and see how it goes, let's say, out until I get fed up with it. My quaker. So I'm going to redo my quaker. I haven't been brave enough to restart my quaker flag after trying to do the 762 on. That was where I had got to And so it looks quite good in this light now, so you can see it, but no. No. That's fiddly as you know what. So I just got some mushroom oregano. I think this might, I'm about to say I haven't quite been brave enough to, or maybe, you know, it's so that I can do it in the 762 and the 2 navies and it'll stand out a bit more. So I'll maybe do a couple of squares of that. I think it's about the third attempt to do this. And depending on how I get it, see if I like it and I feel like it's quite good, it might come with me in my holly-bobs. Because I was going to take Pandemic with me on holidays. But then I'll need my I think I'm working off my tablet with Pandemic. I mean, I could be old-fashioned and doing paper. I might do that because it's... Oh, saying that, what am I talking about? That's on Parrot Keeper as well. I just want one that's easy. I don't think I'm going to get much stitching done. It's not that kind of holiday. But I want to have something with me and something easy. That might not be, that's why I'm like, that might not be easy. That might get flung over the side of the boat and head off down the North Sea, never to be seen again. Okay, so the small I had used for April was my Quaker Autumn. These were Quaker samplers and they came from the Gift of Stitching. It was from 2007. I've had them since 2007. I love me a seasonal piece. So I'm doing Autumn. And that's where, well, I got to about there. I did this last night. So this April's progress kind of filled in all the bottom bit. And then I started in May's progress is around here. So I think that's actually the whole tree completed. So I've just got the autumn, and then the rest of the border to do. And that's what I mean. Again, this is one of these, it's like, I really don't have a lot to do that. You know, it's just, let's do this. And that's just some random fabric. So, so let's just do that. Just do it and finish it. So, like I said, I worked on that in April. I don't even know how these are by. I think I don't actually think. No. It's just something's in there. I wasn't by anyone in particular. I think you can buy the Gift of Stitch now. It's like really reasonable. I think you can buy like the entire back issues. I'm quite tempted at some point to do that because every so often there's actually some really nice stuff. There's like a chatelaine. It's like a little chatelaine in one of them. Believe me, it's like worth it to get. There's a lot. If you bought all the back issues, that's a lot of designs and it's not that much. But yeah, so I did that. So that's my small. So I'll carry on working on that for the rest of May. Like, so hopefully I'll get that finished. And then I actually worked on quite a lot. And then I did another 1,000 stitches on my, it's this over Flam, which is the landscape piece in Norway. And yeah, I was trying to fill in the bottom bit here and then just picking colours that I had in the box and working my way up there. That's just a little bit of a corner again, massive, but I feel like doing this for my upcoming trip. So yeah, it's not really much to see there. Lots of greens. I think this is a little river that meanders up here. But yeah, I'm just trying to do 1,000 stitches a month on that and just kind of keep it in the loop. Then that was April. That was April complete. That's what I did in April. And then so in May, I'll tell you about, yeah, because I think I'll speak about my Europlan. June is going to be taken up with my Europlan. So in May, I'll show you this, my full coverage piece that I chose to do. I can't say even randomly picked it that I wanted to do. It's my Love Life Thread Paradise Small No longer in prisoners. Just every time I say it, I goddamn shame because the shading and everything on this is just lovely. So good. So I managed to... Did I finish it? I think I actually finished a page. I think or I've got like half a page left or something to do. I think I've just got that last little bit, and then after that I think I've got something like 2 and a bit pages to do. Like it's like, yeah, I think it's like 2 full pages and like a teeny slither, you know. So we're, and it's one of those ones that once I get into this one, it's on paper. So once I get it kind of takes me a while to get into your groove with it. So that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'd quite like to just get this finished. This has been kicking around for about 10 years or something like that. So I shall endeavour to work more on that. One more. So yeah, so in May, Cartographica plans, and then this was full coverage fanatics. They're monthly. It's not like a monthly stitch along, it's like a week a month or something like that. And this one was, I think it was the smallest piece you have. So I have, I'll put a picture of it. It's Tsure Kame ornament by Haru Marita. So I just added in random kind of thread. I added in 500 stitches just the other few days ago. Most of them were down the bottom because it was just of my method of whatever threads I have lying about, find where they are, shove them in. Don't spend too much time looking for specific threads till it's more of a focus piece. So I did 500 stitches. It may, depending on where we're at, 19th. So, but you know, I've got a few days left. It'll just depend on what else I get done for me. So my plan then, for the rest of May is, so I've still got a couple of thousand stitches to do my Cartographica. I've still got to stitch on Flam, and no, I'm stitching on Quaker as well at the moment, so that's fine. So everything will have had one round, and I'll see, like I say, I'll see how I get on for the rest of the month. And then for June, I'm going to be doing my Euros challenge. The Euros, if you don't know, it's the European Football Championships, and they're every 4 years. And so I did this for the World Cup. I picked what I did. So there was 32 teams in the World Cup. There's only 24 teams in the Euros. So I picked a project for each country. Where I can, I try and match up, you know, something to do with the country. So for instance, for Scotland, who've qualified this time, I have a full coverage piece, a lot Portree in the Isle of Skye or something. Therefore, that's a no-brainer. It has to be for Scotland. So what I did for my World Cup was I stitched 50 stitches on all 32 countries. Like that was the first round. And then the 16 countries that went through to the next round, I stitched 100 stitches on them, and so on and so forth. Great in theory, because the group stage lasts about 2 weeks, so you have lots of time, 50 stitches, and that was fine, easy peasy. The second stage, you've got 16 games. No, this is where it gets confused. You have 16 teams, but you only have 8 games. That's a knockout stage. They're only playing 1 game each. And so the next few rounds are all played over like 2 weeks. You have the last 16, the last 8, the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final, and they're only like 2. There's only a few days between. And I was up in my stitches. I was still trying to stitch the same amount. I was like, oh crap, yeah. And it got to the point I got behind. So I was like, right, I need to modify this slightly. I still enjoyed finding out which project will come out the winner. I can't use I don't think I can even remember what it was from last. I think I got a bit stressed out with the whole thing. And a bit pissed off with it by the time I got to it. And I was like, no, I need to modify this. So I have 24 projects. I think most of them are going to be full coverage. There might be a couple of non-full coverage ones. And essentially I'm doing 100 stitches for the group stage, 100 stitches for the last 16, 100 stitches for the quarterfinals, 100 stitches for the semi-finals, 200 stitches, I'm trying to work this out, 200 stitches for the semi-finals, 200 stitches for a final, and another 200 stitches for the winner, and that comes to 1,000 stitches. So whatever team wins, whatever project wins, will have had 1,000 stitches added to it, and the other ones will have had at least 100. Yeah, it's just fun. I just enjoy doing it. So if anyone else wants to be daft enough to join in, there's not that much time left, sorry, but if you've got lots of projects like me, it's quite good for all the ones that just, that's the only time they'll come out this year. But yeah, so 100, yeah, I have written it down somewhere. I'm going to put my wee chart up to show you my table of what teams. I've tried to match them up as best I can, and then I've just picked other ones, random ones that are like, okay, you're not going to come out for the rest of the year, so let's, you never know, you might end up with 1,000 stitches in it. But I kind of messed up because it starts on the 14th of June, which is the Friday night, which is the night we're going up to Glasgow to go on our holiday, and then I'm away the first week of like the group stages, and obviously I don't really want to take 24 projects with me. I'm just taking one project, so I'm going to try and do the week leading up to it. I'm going to do like half of the group stage, and then the week after I come back I'll do half to catch myself up, because there's just, yeah, I was like, oh, never mind. So yeah, so I'll put my wee table up, and I'll try and show you what I'm planning to do. It's just quite fun seeing who's the winner. Like I say, you can modify, I mean, like say last time I did it, I did 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, like, and it was just like, oh, yeah, I don't really have time to do that. That's it. It just, yeah, it suddenly was like, oh crap, I've got 4 people that I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I've had to modify it slightly. Oh. Okay, right, try again. Yeah, sorry, I can't even remember what was wrong, but anyway, I think about my euros. So yeah, so that's my plan for June. So like I say, I'll continue working on the stuff I'm working on in May, and then I'll carry that on, do the first week in June, and then do the week, like say the week before I go, I'll start doing my Euro stuff. And then once I come back, the Olympics, no, I think I've got Tour de France, the Olympics is like the Olympics and everything on as well this summer, so I'll do some stuff for that. Yeah, so that's it. So what was I doing? We had a nice wee stitch day. I just stitched with some friends yesterday, which was great because I hadn't seen them for what felt like ages. It was about 3 months, but it did feel like it'd been ages. So that was really good to catch up with them. Well, I think, oh, I sprained my ankle. A gudgeon. Proper, like, it popped. Like, it wasn't even a sprain, it popped. Gave me quite a turn. Which is quite good. I got a couple of days off my work, and I was like, oh, I need to rest and elevate my leg. To be fair, I should have actually been off my work the whole week. I came back far too soon. It's still a bit dodgy. That was about 4 weeks ago. But yeah, that's probably why I did so much stitching, because I was laid up. And to be fair, even when I wasn't working at the weekends, I wasn't like dog walking around like, so I managed to get a good bit of stitching done, but it's finally starting to heal up. But yeah, I wait till I go to my holidays. Like, ta-da! I came home yesterday and I was there. I was like, oh, so excited. But before that, what have I got? Oh, we're going to Michael McIntyre tonight at Hydro. It's my daughter's birthday. And then we're going to see Girls Aloud in 2 weeks' time. buzzing for that. Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks? No, till it's 3 weeks till that, because it's a week from holiday. Yeah, that's it. So I may probably, I say I'll pop back. No, I doubt it. I doubt it very much. So I'm going to go now. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, you know, if you've made it through this far. Good luck to you. And I'll see you probably at the end of June, I think we'll go for that. Yeah, probably around about then. Okie doke. Bye for now.